Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, Edna Alexandria, and we are really looking forward to showing you this amazing video, or at least we think it's amazing, and it's a spring-inspired everyday makeup look. We get so many questions in terms of how do you do your makeup every day? Does it have to be so difficult? And it really isn't. It's something super simple. It's a neutral eye that can be used with any lip color for any day, no matter what field you're in. We know it's been a while, you know, I was on vacation and I was working. Yeah, somebody has to work around here. And really we had a lot of projects going on, a lot of events and things. And so we were kind of absent the month of February, but we're back. We're back, yes. And so we're trying to upload a video every other week to our channel. So give us a follow on Instagram. Our Instagrams are down here. That way you guys can be the first ones to know when we do post, because we post a lot of behind the scenes there. So, well, I guess let's get started on this makeup look. How does it look? I've already moisturized and applied my serums, and I've already primed my skin. So I'm going to go directly into my foundation. What about you? Yeah, so I did already start with my skincare, so I do use an anti-redness moisturizer because I am a little red in my cheeks, but I still need to prime. I mixed two primers that were really inspired by spring. You know how much I love this. This is my Timeless Illuminating Makeup, and I really like it because it gives me a nice soft glow. It doesn't look oily, but I don't look all, you know, matte and dry and tight, and so I just love the way that it looks on my skin. And I like using a beauty blender when applying mine, so let me see. But I like for my skin to look more natural and kind of breathable. Yeah, and you know, because I have always been of the belief that if you have great skin, then you don't have to wear so much makeup. Yeah. Or at least foundation. I use it's called Aqua Balance. It is a semi-matte foundation. What I like about it is that it's thin, so it's not like a super heavy foundation. It is buildable coverage, so right now that I have that congestion going on my chin area, I can go back and add a little more, and it doesn't look cakey or anything like that. I already moved on to my concealer, and this one I really like because it's got some, I guess, age-defying properties to it. So I don't put a lot of concealer, so I like putting on my concealer and I'll smudge it with my ring finger because the ring finger's got the least amount of pressure, and so I'm not tugging and pulling on my eye area. But then I really like to go back over with a beauty sponge, and that way I can diffuse the concealer back into the foundation so that it's a little bit more seamless. And I like to do one eye at a time. I like to go back with just a set so that the concealer doesn't start getting on a few lines that I have. Look at you. My lines of wisdom, so to speak. But I like to, you know, go back, make sure I smooth it out, and then I just apply like a translucent powder underneath the eye area to set it, to keep it from really caking. And I like that luminosity to my skin. I use a mineral powder, and I just kind of buff it in my skin. And it just blends everything together and it's not heavy and so on. Yeah. I've already moved on to bronzer. I need to warm up my face because, as you can tell, especially on camera, I am very, very light. So I'll just add a little bit of the bronzer on the sides of my nose, a little bit underneath my. So my eyeshadow, I use it because I have eyes that are more wide apart. Okay. To give that illusion of bringing them a little closer, I use that eyeshadow and I bring it in a little further in, closer to my nose, but making sure that I'm
blending it out, because that way it gives that illusion of my eyes not being so far apart.
I use our Merle Norman Knockout Nudes eyeshadow palette.
I love that palette. I'll end up borrowing it from you in a little bit.
Anytime. So I like it. Same thing as Truffle.
I love this lasting cream eyeliner. That's the one that I use, and I do use it in black, but I definitely run an eyeshadow. I'm gonna let it dry, and I like it because it lasts all day. Like, I find that I'm not having to retouch my eyeliner, it stays on.
I have really small eyes, so I put a darker color in my crease, and it's from the same palette. I don't know the name right now, I'll look at it in a minute, but all I do is I grab a little tapered brush, like this one, and in circular motions, blend that in my crease. I like to blend that with my eye open, just so that I can see where I'm placing it, and I do like to do it a little higher, just so it makes it look like I have more lid space than I actually do.
And I'm gonna move on to my brows. I have my brows microbladed and I love it. So I'm gonna go back, you know, that same waterproof eyeliner that I use on my lid, I'm gonna just do a couple of strokes right here to fill in my brow.
And just an FYI, we did film her getting her eyebrows microbladed. So for those of you that are curious about it, that video will be up soon. So we're excited about that. So you guys can kind of go along the journey with her as she gets her eyebrows microbladed. And yeah, maybe everybody else will decide to get their eyebrows microbladed.
Well, I really like it. And for those of us, you know, from the 80s, where we used to have very thin brows, and then once you tweeze them, a lot of people like to say, well, I used to pluck them. No, you pluck chickens, you tweeze brows. So mine just did not grow back right here in the front part of my brow. So I just like to go back and kind of recreate real quickly some little strokes, so that way it looks really natural, and it's really like over my microblading, and then I just run it back through a little bit through the rest of my brow, but I don't really take a long time in doing that.
And she got my eyeshadow by just putting a shimmer shade from the Knockout Nudes collection also. It is called Bold as Brass. Cute! So I just, so I use the 3 colors in the middle, and with the shimmer shade, I just use my finger and apply it because I feel like it's fast, it's easy, and it looks like you tried a little more than you actually did. I'm gonna finish off the top part of my eyes with my favorite eyeliner. It's called Teak. I'm going to use that darker brown that I used in my crease, and I'm just gonna run it along my lower lash line.
But just to go over my eyeliner, my cream liner, but I like this one, the Cafe Society. Smudging it a little bit, so that way it gets softening it. Yeah, because I don't want a really harsh line.
Honestly, for every day, you want to use what's most complimentary to you. I think that people need to try browns and things like that. I think it just looks.
See, and this is my way of getting the brown look,
but still having
some definition around my lash line, because I don't use false lashes.
Right.
And so I just like the way that it looks, and I like the way that it blends back into my one eyeshadow. I've already bronzed. I have my eyeshadow on. You know what? My favorite part. You know how much I love this stuff. If I could put this all over my body, I would. I'm sure she does.
I'm sure you do.
So I guess I'll move a little bit away from you, but I love this Expert Touch finishing spray, and I like to put it on before I put on a little bit of my blush and also my highlighter, because I feel like it really just helps to really blend those into my skin so that it gives me a soft sheen, because I don't want it to look super frosty or anything. So
You're hilarious.
And then I just kind of let it set. Now if I'm running late and I'm feeling extra fancy, I have this cute little bamboo fan to help it dry.
I have naturally very full, bushy brows. So for my eyebrows, I use our dual-ended brush here. I use a spoolie to brush up my brows, and then I just dip the other end into brow powder. I just feel that filling your eyebrows kind of finishes your eye look. So I know that as a little girl, it's so funny. I think I was 2, and someone asked my mom if she tweezed or waxed my eyebrows just because I have very shapely brows. And it's like, who waxes a 2-year-old's eyebrows?
No.
I'm using a golden peachy pinky blush. It's called Razzle Dazzle. When I first started using it, I realized it's very compatible to NARS's Orgasm blush, and I love that because that blush is just always, you know, it was like a cult classic.
Yeah, and it's real neutral.
And it is, and it looks good on a lot of skin tones, and so I just love that about it. I just need to set my makeup before I put on my mascara. I like that. It smells like grapefruits. Let's be honest, we all know that I hit the snooze button in the morning.
Yeah, she does.
I love how, I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, me too, but we all know that you don't.
I don't.
She's like up before the roosters. I'm not understanding how, but I mean, you are. You are who you are.
Mm-hmm. Early bird gets the worm.
But the second mouse gets the cheese.
True. So lesson, don't be the mouse.
Don't be the mouse, it's so true.
Or be that little mouse with that helmet. Have you seen that? He's running towards that mousetrap, but he's got his little helmet on.
So you're saying we just always need to be prepared? Off camera, I know you put a second coat of mascara on, and I did my bottom lashes because nobody wants to see anybody putting mascara on your bottom lashes with your mouth all like, that's not cute. You're done.
Yeah, I'm finished.
I'm almost done. The last thing I have to do is, I'm gonna do a lip. I'm gonna try a bold lip just because it is springtime. We use a color. We have these lipsticks. They are plush lipstick colors. What I love about them is that they hydrate. They have, if I'm not mistaken, they have hyaluronic acid in them.
Yes, they
so
do.
It does hydrate as you wear your lipstick, which is great, especially for me. I have very dry lips, and I'm gonna use a color called Perky. It's like a neon hot pink, which neon's very in right now, and this is my way of being able to use it, just because you have to put that up. Well, mine's not this fancy. And there you have it. This is our everyday spring-inspired makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed the style of video. I know it was our first time filming a makeup tutorial. I think it was easy enough for everybody to follow along. Well, I hope so.
Yes, and if you all have any questions or you want to see something specific, please let us know in the comment section.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel and give our video a thumbs up, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Yes, yes, perfect.
You think that's
Okay,
good?
but we can go look at it. We can go look at it. My stomach. I'm forever hungry. You will not die on me, camera. You said because your eyes are closed. Let's edit that part out.
No, I'll leave it in. Okay, so